lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
Joseph now to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Young. Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On the move past the 40. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Young to throw it. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. From the 25 on 2nd down. Young looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here is Young. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again. Maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
Young off the play fake. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Bullock's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Field goal's all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Running play. It's Earl Campbell. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with the big man, Campbell. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
A run with Henry on first down, but nowhere to go there as he can't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 44 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just...
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Titans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That throw by Young incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together.
He's got a man, complete. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Cut 19! Cut 19! Go switch! 18! Pioneer!
Now Young. He's going to take another shot here. And that is incomplete.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage. He took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Play action's supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. It'll be Young again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So we'll see what Young and his guys can do here as they walk up for the 2-point try. Here's Young. A final shot before break. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now, oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Young. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Young now from the 50. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And Diggs has it. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
19, 19. Buffalo 18. 19 right.
They'll throw again. Young. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Throwing again on second down. Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Young. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Colin Johnson, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to add on to their advantage. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
It's complete, and he will get into the end zone, and it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. Multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. 1st and 10, Young. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really? And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. 3rd and long for Young. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and that'll keep this a 9-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Come on. Hey.
On first down, it's McNair. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. McNair to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Steve McNair, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Joseph on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Cordell Patterson. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time. That extra momentum, that extra bounce you get.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the deep.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get your reset. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll hand this to Campbell, running right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Back to throw. And it's a Titans touchdown. Delaney Walker from 8 yards out. And the Titans have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do with the 2-point conversion.
In motion right is the tight end. They'll try and run it in. And he's going to get into the end zone. The two-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. Huge, huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job one was taken care of. The two-point conversion to get this thing tied.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Young. Able to find Patterson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Patterson running between the tackles. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's Young. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now third down as the clock runs. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Young to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. He's made one and he's missed one thus far. This for the win. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Taken at the goal line. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the...
When the members on and get it going Donkey Kong, they got the hand out like, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh, no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, like shit, wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, If he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. So the three-time Pro Bowler Javon Curse with a tackle there.
And you get selected for that game because you are a consistently dominant performer. And that's what he is. We always think about him being a pass rusher, but he can play the run as well. A guy that you just have to game plan for every week.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
Hey, report! Report!
On third down, Jackson. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
He sets to fire deep. He's got a man complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Jackson from the shotgun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
No, we changed it.
4th down, here's Jackson. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th. And now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Beckham. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They run again with Jackson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Odell Beckham, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Hey, check that, street.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Six 0 our score after one. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Henry. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, McNair. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now McNair. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finding Walker complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Hold it ready. Check pass, check pass.
They'll run up the middle with Campbell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now McNair. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Okay, ready.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Here's McNair. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Delaney Walker from 17 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. He's going to go up top again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And going deep for Hill. And got his man, complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Bullock's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. This still anyone's contest, a 2-point game as we get back underway on EA Sports. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
On the handoff, here's Campbell. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10.
19 tight.
McNair towards the end zone for Brown. And it's caught. Touchdown. A.J. Brown, 42 yards. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Joseph now to have the PAT. And the lead is up to 5. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that is caught downfield by Beckham. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Pass complete on the out route to Beckham. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Jackson on first down. Going for the deep ball. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Randy Moss, 42 yards. And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for two or go for one?
I don't. I know you do. But I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere something's going to pop out of the chart and say, hey, man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, trying to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the fourth quarter. Now they still trail by one.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Again, it's Henry. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. McNair to throw. And caught by Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Here we go, third and 1. Gut check time on both sides. From the gun, here's McNair. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
They'll run. It's Henry. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. Now McNair looking for a first down throw. Now quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They'll give to the big man, Campbell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. To throw on third down, McNair. That's complete to Treylon Burks. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
They go up the middle with Campbell. A gain of 3, second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Unlock line. Unlock line.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
like your energy. I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, no. Probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't like your energy. I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, no. Probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Two and a throw right away. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Tua going up top for Miller. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. Tua on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. A first down carry for Henry. He'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Henry up the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Inside handoff, Henry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
19, 5, 19, 5.
They'll hand this to Campbell, running right. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So the Titans bring out Greg Joseph on 4th down from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Joseph is good, and the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. First carry for the Hall of Famer, Emmitt Smith. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
10 cycles. Ready?
They'll run it again with Smith. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They begin with Henry, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Now a handoff to Henry. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. If the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score.
On the set. Deputy Ranger, Deputy Ranger. Back to 60.
Running play, it's Earl Campbell. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. They'll run up the middle with Campbell. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Hey, check that, street.
Again, they run with Campbell, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's into a crowd. They try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Tua to try again on 2nd down. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there just before halftime. 64 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zoom and pass it. And it's caught. Touchdown. Paris Campbell in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys have taken the lead. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line, and he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Cut my team! Cut my team! 18, pioneer!
To throw, McNair. This will be caught by Harold Carmichael. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now McNair. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Here's Tua. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. Play action. Now it's Tua. And it's caught. Touchdown. George Kittle, an 11-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Titans offense set to begin the drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more bonus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Out of the gun, it's McNair. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a
touchdown. Scotty Miller, a 16-yard touchdown. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught at the 5. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's McNair. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. There he goes, right side. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to him,
and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
He'll buy some time right. Finding Walker complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, it's McNair. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Randy Moss, 54 yards. And the Titans are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, Now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And he'll find his way in for two. And we're back to a two-score game. The lead's cut to 16. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Miami, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Titans are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now McNair. And Walker has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. McNair. He's going deep for Brown. And it's a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown, 59 yards. And the Titans get a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the fourth. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Here's Smith as he'll try and run some clock. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A first down carry for Smith. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. But he's got Smith here. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Smith. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. They'll likely put an end to this thing. They go back to the ground with Smith. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Smith trying to run for it. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Ready?
Tua going to run the sneak. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now Tua going to try and sneak it. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it.
17.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. They'll roll him out right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on fourth down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on fourth down. I think they have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
McNair's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15. He'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. A big play that time for the Titans. 43 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Glover Quinn. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, no steal.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Javon Curse in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. So it's a win for the home side, and it was a strong performance by Tua that helped lead the way.
Yeah, he was definitely the X factor. He had 3 touchdown passes, ran for another, and really had this defense grasping for straws throughout much of this ball game.